At the same time, ahead of their planned protest on Monday, Azimio la Umoja coalition leader Raila Odinga has once again claimed that senior government officials have hatched a plot to cause violence using the groups armed with assorted crude and specialized weapons.
A statement released late this evening alleges that the senior officials has set up an armory and command center in a house belonging to a former cabinet secretary and in another belonging to a sitting cabinet secretary, and that the weapons will be ferried using an ambulance and other vehicles whose number plates he listed. Odinga's statement comes as a section of Kenya Kwanza leaders continued to criticize him for his mass action drive, saying he was bent on causing mayhem to disrupt the activities of the government. They also turned the heat on retired President Uhuru Kenyatta, demanding that he states his position on the call for mass action. Chamatai Goen reports.
Hours to the second leg of Azimio's mass protest, and its leader Raila Odinga is pointing an accusing finger at a senior government official he says is planning to unleash terror on Azimio protesters on the streets of Nairobi. In the letter, Odinga claims an armory and command centers in 2 different locations have been set up and stocked with modern and crude weapons for the operation. Further, that the weapons would be ferried in an ambulance belonging to a named facility. Raila also listed number plates of vehicles allegedly deployed to aid the operation. Also on the list are various public service vehicles he claims were to be used to ferry youth to areas Azimio enjoys support to neutralize the protesters. The accusations by Odinga also targeting what he termed rebel Azimio MPs who are being used to target fellow leaders. Kenya Kwanza, on the other hand, were also accusing former influential leaders of funding Odinga, demanding from retired President Uhuru Kenyatta that he states his position on the matter.
Mimi nauliza Uhuru, kwa hii Mandamano ako wapi? Atuambie kama ana support Mandamano. Tumemsikia akisema Raila bado ni mkubwa yake na ndio president wake. Na kwa sababu mambo ya Mandamano iko na Raila. Uhuru, are you with Raila in Mandamano? Do you care about Kenyans? Don't you care about us? Biashara chitoigidhuka. So we are saying, sisi hatutaki Mandamano.
Whether you do Mandamano or not, which we are not going to allow you, utuharibie. Saine mimi nakuja kulipia watoto school fees, utanisimamisha, utasimamisha wale wa Nairobi, utasimamisha wale wa Nakuru, tumekataa. Saine economic zone zetu zinaweza kufunguliwa, tumekataa.
Wewe umepewa kazi Kome, acha kufanya press conferences. Tunakungoja kesho tuone vile utadili na Raila na wakola wake. Kwa sababu those are not demonstrations au ni wakora.
William Ruto anatuambia tuende Nairobi Security Exchange. Yeye anatuambia, naye Raila Odinga anatuambia tuende wapi? Streets. William Ruto ametupatia Hustler Fund. Naye Raila Odinga anatuambia tuchukue nini? Mawe. Sisi wa Kenya si wajinga. Tunajua tofauti ya Nairobi Stock Exchange na tunajua tofauti ya streets.
Mimi nimekuwa waziri tu miezi 4 peke yake na hiyo kuzunguka dunia yote. Na umeanza kutuambia tuchukishe bei ya unga na wewe ni ile tu ulikuwa umeweka juu. Tafadhali jameni, tunakuheshimu, hatuna mbaya na wewe, na wewe pia utuachie hiyo mzee yako. Hii mzee yako unajua wewe ndio uko na remote control. Wewe zima hiyo remote bwana.
The leaders who later converged the home of trade CS Moses Kuria for a Thanksgiving ceremony accused Odinga of derailing the government from executing its responsibilities, saying they will not bend to his demands.
We have noted the aggression from the opponents, the opposition against our government. This government, we sweated very hard for it. We sacrificed a lot. And therefore, it is also one of those issues we are agreeing that we are going to fully and completely back His Excellency the President to ensure that no one is a threat to his government.
We are asking them, follow due process. Mandamano cannot be peaceful from your end, from experience. We saw what happened last Monday, and we are hopeful that tomorrow now that they have been told they shouldn't do it, that they will not do it because we don't want problems in the country.
There is no room to bring this kind of disorganization into the country just because a person did not win. I'm also a believer that we should never reward bad political manners. So if somebody keeps having demonstrations, we are not going to sit and say, oh, we need to talk to him so we can stop. No. He needs to stop Mandamano. He needs to be able to convince people to vote for him.
Tuna biashara nyingi mno katika Nairobi. Tuna mabiashara mengi kabisa katika hapa petu ambao mabilioni itapotea kesho. Basi tunaambia wakazi wa mlima tuangazie mbele maendeleo, tusiangazie mambo ya maandamano kesho.
They implored their supporters not to heed the push by Odinga and instead focus on boosting their businesses, even as they called on the police to execute their constitutional duty of protecting lives and property. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV.